Welcome to Newspresso. Here is the top story in the past 6 hours. In early October, a crisis unfolded. It occurred at a Coca-Cola plant. An owl had made its way inside the factory. When the company's staff noticed it, they immediately called a pest control service. They reached out to the Owl Rescue Center for help. The owl, a common barn species, was found dead. When the rescue team finally arrived, the owner explained that production had to halt. Coca-Cola was losing a lot of money. Bicycle touring has a lot of potential for sustainability and can keep people healthy at the same time. The author has also pointed out that the cost of a bike and a bike repair shop can be an issue for people who want to use them. Bike tours are usually organized by a tour group. Bike tours do not only use a bike, but also a bike repair kit or a toolkit for the whole trip. Bicycle tours use a lot of space for the bikes, but also for the storage of spare parts or tools. The author points out that people can do bike tours and that the bike tours might cost between $100 to $200. The author also points out that people have to keep the bike safe and that people do not know if the bike is safe. The author says that people can bike touring and that the tours can bring people together to use the bike tours or share the bike. The author also says that people are a good way to keep people together. In addition, the author notes that the bicycle tours have a lot of benefits for people who enjoy bicycling. The author writes that bicycle touring can be a good way to reduce carbon emissions and can keep people safe. The author also says that the bicycle can be a good way to reduce the carbon emissions of bicycling. The author says that bicycle touring can be an important part of a community. The author says that the bicycle touring can bring people together. Bicycle touring can be an amazing way to get rid of the carbon emissions of the city. Bicycle touring can keep people healthy and it can bring them out into the world. Bicycle touring can help the planet as well as the community. Bicycle touring can be a good way for people to keep the community together. Bicycle touring can help keep the community together. Bicycle touring is an important way to keep the community together. The National Council of Societies for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals has opened an investigation, citing that this is not the first time the company has faced such accusations. Conservation groups argue that a single bird's death points to a larger attitude toward wildlife. On the internet, people flooded the comment section with protests. Some demanded a boycott, while others simply vowed to stop buying the drink. The debate over whether companies should be required to help recycle their own products also resurfaced. Many argued that companies need to do more for the planet, whether through stricter waste policies or tax incentives. The conversation reflected a growing impatience with the notion of greenwashing, promises that are more about headlines than lasting impact. For the company, this episode is a reminder that environmental stewardship is not optional. The plant's shutdown cost money, but the loss of a living creature carries a different weight. If the death of an owl is enough to stir public opinion, the broader environmental record of Coca-Cola may become the real issue people will hold them accountable for. Subscribe Newspresso. Never miss a major global headline.